Prime Minister Narendra Modi today targeted the Congress for what he termed was the Congress speaking Pakistan's language in Jammu and Kashmir and on terror. Less than 48 hours to go for the first phase of very crucial 2019 Lok Sabha elections. The Prime Minister's attacks were sharp and stinging. The Congress has hit right back. India Today's Pankaj Khelkar in Latur and Nolan Pinto in Chitradurga bring you a top story.
जो बात कांग्रेस का ढकोसला पत्र कह रहा है, वो ही भाषा पाकिस्तान भी बोल रहा है.
आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाईंचं आपण इथं स्वागत करतोय आणि प्रभू.
With less than 48 hours to go for the first phase of polling in the Lok Sabha elections, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched his fiercest and most direct attack on the Congress party.
खुली छूट मिल जाए.
In his election rallies at Latur, in Maharashtra and Chitradurga in Karnataka, Modi tried to corner the Congress and its alliance partners.
ऐसे कांग्रेस पे विश्वास कर सकते हैं क्या?
This after National Conference leader Omar Abdullah sought revival of Sadr Riyasat, or President and Wazir-e-Azam or Prime Minister's post in Jammu and Kashmir.
हमने कहा हमारी पहचान अपनी होगी, हमारा आईन अपना होगा, हमारा झंडा अपना होगा. हमने उस वक्त अपना सदर रियासत और वजीर-ए-आज़म भी रखा था जो इन्होंने काटा. इंशाल्लाह उसको भी हम वापस ले आएंगे.
BJP chief Mehbooba Mufti too issued a threat if Article 370 was tampered with.
अगर इस किस्म के जो उनके इंटेंशंस हैं, जो उनके इरादे हैं, उनसे वो बाज नहीं आती, तो जम्मू कश्मीर न सिर्फ जम्मू कश्मीर को, न सिर्फ मुल्क को, बल्कि पूरे खित्ते को जला के राख कर देगा.
एक सबसे महत्वपूर्ण
The Congress meanwhile reacted with caution.
विलंब से उन्हें अनुरोध करूंगा.
जो सबसे सशक्त पक्ष में है महबूबा मुफ्ती जी और उनकी पार्टी, उनके साथ तो मोदी जी ने 3 साल सरकार चलाई है. तब कहा गया था आर्टिकल 370 को ख़त्म करने का और 35A को ख़त्म करने की बात.
The Congress talking about more engagement with stakeholders in Kashmir, weighing in favor of retaining Article 370 and relooking the Armed Forces Special Powers Act has given the BJP an opportunity to adopt a more aggressive stance.
ये चौकीदार कर पाया है.
Will it work with the voters remains to be seen.
लेकिन आंसू
With Pankaj Khelkar in Latur and Nolan Pinto in Chitradurga, Bureau Report, India Today.
के साथियों के निकले.
And joining me now on the broadcast is Wahidur Rahman Para. He's the spokesperson for the PDP. R.P. Singh is the leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Zainab Sikandar is a columnist. And Zainab Sikandar, I want to understand from you, is there merit in the Prime Minister's criticism that the Congress is speaking Pakistan's language?
हमने मरकज की हुकूमत के साथ अफस्पा को उठाने पे बातचीत शुरू की थी, जिसपे हम कामयाबी हासिल नहीं कर सके. मुझे ये बताइए ना, अगर आप अरुणाचल से अफस्पा उठा सकते हो, अगर आप मणिपुर मिजोरम से अफस्पा उठा सकते हो और वहां पे फौज पे कोई असर नहीं पड़ता, जम्मू कश्मीर में क्यों नहीं? यहाँ पे अमन लाइए, यहाँ पे हालात ठीक करिए. अगर वजीर-ए-आज़म, जिस इंटरव्यू का आपने जिक्र किया, वजीर-ए-आज़म ने खुद कहा कि यहाँ सिर्फ 2.5 डिस्ट्रिक्टों में प्रॉब्लम है. अगर सिर्फ 2.5 डिस्ट्रिक्टों में प्रॉब्लम है तो बाकी जिलों से अफस्पा हटाइए बाकी जिलों से अफस्पा, हम भी देखें.
That's a reaction that came in from Omar Abdullah, former Chief Minister and NC leader on the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. But Zainab Sikandar, if I could come back, is there merit in the Prime Minister's criticism that the Congress is speaking Pakistan's language,
yes.
madam?
See, political parties will do the mudslinging, one will blame the other, it's common. What we have to see is what Article 370 is for Kashmir and how important it is for Kashmir. Firstly, Article 370, it's a status quo between the Indian government and Kashmir since 1957, okay, and things have been going smoothly till now. Basically, under Article 370, the state of Kashmir has powers over certain subjects where they can choose whether to take up a law or not, which the central government has passed. And we've seen that so far there's been no as such a rebellion of the Kashmir government where they say no, we will not do. And the case in point here is the GST. The GST was very well introduced in Kashmir, which was a central law and the central government's law saw, and the status quo has been maintained since so far. And
but now you also hear Omar Abdullah says that we want Wazir-e-Azam or Prime Minister in Kashmir and Sadr-e-Riyasat, President in Kashmir. Where has this come from? And let me take that question to Wahidur Rahman Para. Sir, Mehbooba Mufti, Mr. Para says, ना समझोगे तो मिट जाओगे हिंदुस्तान वालों, तुम्हारी दास्तान तक नहीं होगी दास्तानों में. Is she not a Hindustani, Mr. Para?
Well, she's saying to you and to herself as well. What she's saying and reminding you is that there's a national commitment to the people of Jammu and Kashmir at the time of accession, which is a constitutional guarantee. We are not speaking anything anti-national or pro-Pakistan, but we are reminding you and the country and the people in the government and BJP that what JNK is talking about, whether it is Prime Minister, President...
But does she think of herself as a Hindustani or not? Was she a Hindustani when she was Chief Minister? Was she a Hindustani when her father was Home Minister of India, where terrorists were released to secure her sister's release, sir?
We are when there is a constitutional guarantee. Because of a constitutional guarantee, we respect and adhere to the Constitution of India, and the same Constitution gives you a special status. That's what we are talking about. If you fiddle with it, we certainly have to be creating noise and ask the questions, and the right questions we are asking. It is BJP which is making anti-national remarks, anti-constitutional remarks. You are not asking questions to them, but to PDP, because what we are saying to you is that 1947, when Kashmir acceded with the Union of India, it was given a constitutional guarantee. Where are those guarantees? What's anti-national?
RP Singh, PDP was your alliance partner. When BJP was an alliance partner with somebody who was saying, "Mit jaoge Hindustan walo," suddenly your party is talking about removing Article 370. Why not when you were sharing power with the PDP, sir? Isn't there merit in what Shakil Ahmed says? That all these are just power games that the BJP is playing?
Okay. Gaurav, removing Article 370 has been there with us since Jansang Day, and
yes,
it has been part of our manifesto throughout. It's a matter of time.
In power, whenever, sharing power with
whenever
PDP?
you have, can I complete? Gaurav, I'll appreciate. Gaurav, can I complete?
Sure.
See, whenever we have complete majority in Rajya Sabha, we have and the Lok Sabha. We'll take it forward. I mean, it's very clear. And my friend from PDP is saying we should not break Constitution. We're not talking about breaking Constitution. We'll abide by Constitution. We'll follow the rule of the Constitution. And under Constitution, it was a temporary and transit article. It was not a permanent. It was mentioned it is a temporary article. So it can be removed. And even 35A was brought from a backdoor entry through an ordinance, which doesn't stand any, and which doesn't have a locus standi today, because ordinance can't go beyond 6 months, and it was not ratified by the Parliament. Now, since it's sub judice, so we'll have to wait for the court, and I'm hopeful the court will take the right call on this.
No, but sir, for the BJP, isn't this just election politics?
Which was brought through a back door.
Isn't this just election politics? You see, you'll talk about Article 370 and 35A when you are going into into election, not when you are an alliance partner with the PDP. Then you are sharing the fruits of power. So if PDP does not talk about, mit jaoge Hindustan walo, you are also not saying mit jaoge Article 370 when you are in power. These are just power games you are playing, sir.
Sir, Gaurav, I told you earlier that if we have complete majority in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, we will surely do it without fail. And I'm telling you today, there's a commitment with the party that we will do it 100%. But since we didn't have the majority in both the houses, so we can't do it. But as for people who are talking about Mit Jaoge Hindustan walo, let me remind them, and talking about Sadr-e-Riyasat, let me remind them that of Sheikh Abdullah, if they want to face the same what Sheikh Abdullah faced, they are free to do it. I mean, they can keep talking about this, and then they can do this, and then they will have to face the same what Sheikh Abdullah faced in Kashmir. They want to go behind bar under the treachery against the country. They are free to do it. And they will have to face the same tune as Hurriyat or other leaders, radical leaders.
Okay, I'll once again bring in Wahidur Rahman Para for this conversation. But Zainab Sikandar, when our security forces are being targeted by Pakistan's state-sponsored terror, how fair is it in your appreciation for the Congress to talk about diluting the Armed Forces Special Powers Act or removing some aspects of it, especially at a time when the Supreme Court has also said that the AFSPA is needed by the forces and it's an enabler?
The reason for it is only one thing, that Kashmir is not a law and order problem. It is only a political problem. Until we don't deal with the Kashmir issue in a political way, there can be nothing that can come out of it. I'll give you a small example. When the Assam movement was happening, it was dealt in a political way by signing the Assam Peace Accord. At that time, the agitators were taken in, put in the mainstream. They formed political parties like the Aham Gana Parishad, and things were resolved at that time.
Let me bring you back to Kashmir. When you say the issue is not political, Madam, when Kashmiri Pandits were thrown out of Jammu and Kashmir, was it political or was it not political, or was it some other thing? When terrorists today say that they want Nizam-e-Mustafa in Kashmir, when they say they want to establish an Islamic state in Kashmir, is it political or not political? Will security forces and should security forces go after those terrorists, or should they not go after those terrorists, Zainab Sikandar?
Sir, Kashmir
when ministers in Pakistan said that we want to do a Gaza-e-Hind in India, and Kashmir is going to be the
as far as, just a minute,
capital of the Gaza-e-Hind.
Yes. Everybody is playing to the galleries. Mr. Omar Abdullah, he's playing to the gallery by saying, let's have a PM there. The Hurriyat leaders, the separatists, they want their own, azadi and whatnot. But one thing is there, the political will has to be there. Now, when an all-party meeting happened in 2016 and the delegation went to Kashmir and it was led by Rajnath Singh, why was Hurriyat given so much importance? If BJP says that the Hurriyat doesn't have a political voice, they don't have a political agenda, then why doesn't the BJP create it? The whole idea of PDP and BJP coming together was this only, that they're going to create a political will, a political agenda for the people, and they're going to guide them a certain way. But that didn't happen.
I need to answer that.
Please respond, because the allegation is to share power with the PDP. You are open to the idea of even talking to the Hurriyat.
No, we never did that. And for will of the people, we wanted the local election to happen, the panchayat election, the civic body election to happen. And since PDP didn't want that to happen, and it was being withheld for 30 years, we have to dump PDP for that reason. Sir, please, no, please. What I'm saying is, come to that. Why did PDP, NC, Congress boycotted the local elections, the panchayat elections? And today, the situation has not changed on ground. It's the same 35 issues still pending. Why they are contesting the election this time? The reason is, they know they are losing, dynasty is losing ground. There are 30,000 people who has emerged as leaders in their individual rights, who are challenging the dynasty today. And then people are fed up of this dynasty. They want their own leaders.
Closing comments. When the Congress's alliance partner, the National Conference talks about a Wazir-e-Azam and a Sadr-e-Riyasat, does that weaken the Congress? Because NC can do that politics in Jammu and Kashmir. Congress has to do this politics across the country. So are alliance partners like NC weakening the Congress's stance?
No, I think the Congress is pretty clear on its... I can't speak on behalf of the Congress, but I can say this, that they're pretty clear in their manifesto what their agenda is for Kashmir. As per Umar Abdullah trying to play his politics in Kashmir, let's see where it will lead him. But as far as... I'd like to give a closing comments and say that when Vajpayee ji was asked that how are you going to solve the Kashmir problem, he said manavta se, humanity se.
Yes, and but that did not work.
I'd like to say that you can win a land, but
you will realize that when he said इंसानियत के दायरे में, that इंसानियत का दायरा did not work. We've had the worst terror attacks, not just in Kashmir, but across the length and breadth of this country. Pakistan state-sponsored terror. And my only closing point on that is, should it...
Let me respond to that.
Okay.
Let me
Congress, BJP, every political party and the people need to be on the same page, because the enemy is across the border who's actually spearheading this terror strikes in Jammu and Kashmir and across the length and breadth of this country. Why are we not uniting against that? Will we? That remains to be seen, but that is all I have time for on this broadcast on India Elects this evening. Many thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.